Hi, welcome to SBR Forum Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. This is the Handicappers Review Show, the show that we do every Monday where we report back to you all on how the picks from the professional handicappers in the game previews that we do every week actually did. Right now we're looking back at college football Week 11, NFL Week 10, and for the guys, it was not that great a week. In college football, they split them. In NFL, it pretty much sucked, 4-9, but for the Pete's Parlay, y'all knew I was going to hit one of these weeks, right? All right, we'll get to that in a second. First, let's run down all the NFL picks. Joe Duffy went 1-2. Great pick on Jacksonville, plus 11.5. And actually, at his website, he actually gave them out as a money line pick. Unbelievable pick there, Joe Duffy, and that brings him to 18-9 against the spread in our videos so far this year. And then Troy West had a winner with Houston, Arizona on the over. I agreed with that one, and he's also got Miami minus 2.5 on Monday night. Brent from BetDSI did tell me that that's a game with a sharp public split, at least as of Friday, with the public on Miami, sharp supposedly on Tampa Bay, but Troy liking Miami minus 2.5 Monday night. We'll see if he can make it 2-0 this week. And then Stephen O came back as predicted with a winner on Seattle minus 6. Very impressive pick there. I thought that Atlanta was that it was either Atlanta or a no play on that game. But Stephen O loved Seattle, and that one covered easily. So very impressive, Stephen O. He's now 4-6-1 though against the spread overall with us. And then Tony George, me and Tony George did it again. We both identified a side that we thought had decent value, and once again it lost. We both agreed that Buffalo plus 3 was a side. Tony George is now 5-12 against the spread in our NFL video so far. Al McMorty had a rough week. He had went 0-2. That brings him to 8-9 against the spread overall in the NFL with us. And then Scott Kellen took a loss with the Denver-San Diego over. I knew that was a little bit fishy when I talked to Brent, and Brent told me that that he hadn't seen any sharp action on the over this week in that one. But Scott Kellen, obviously, still a great handicapper and is 10-6 against the spread overall on the year with us. And then Jeff Cadillac, look at that, 1-1. Jeff Cadillac split his 2 games. He did not lose both of his picks this week. Very impressive, Jeff Cadillac. That brings him to 6-12-1 against the spread in our videos. And then Shark Harrison, man, God, I feel bad for Shark Harrison. He took the frickin' Detroit Lions before the Jay Cutler news came out, right? So he took them at minus 2.5. He said, I don't care, I'll take them at 2.5. They closed at like pick 'em or minus 1. Of course, they won by 2. So, Shark's pick at the closing line would have been a winner. He went out on a limb and took them before the line was widely available. So we have to give him a loss at Detroit minus 2.5. They won by 2. That's a tough one. We have to give Shark a loss there, unfortunately. But, ultimately, I think it was a good pick by Shark Harrison. Valuable in the video, but he does take a loss with it. And then Frank Dinetti from therealhandicapper.com with his first pick with us this year. Took Oakland plus 7.5. Very sharp pick, easy winner, and he gets a win for his first pick. And then in college football, everything was pretty much split. Troy West went 2-1 against the spread in his 3 picks. Notre Dame minus 5 was his one loser, and I knew that was a loser. I told him that in the video, but his other 2 picks, very sharp. Missouri was one of the winners in my Pete's Premium Parlay this week, and that was a great pick by Troy, and also very impressive to take Alabama minus 11.5 and get a win there. All right, Troy West, 2-1 against the spread. Then Joe Duffy, 2-3 against the spread in college football. Those are some tough games, and once again, I assign Joe Duffy all of his games every week. He doesn't pick the games that he thinks he has the biggest edge on. He just takes whatever I ask him to take. So, pretty much expect him to go very close to 50-50, and that is how he's done in college football. And then Steve from collegefootballwinning.com split his 2 games 1-1. And then the Pete's Parlays this week, the NFL one, I picked a 2-teamer. That one lost. Picked a 5-teamer in college football, though. That one motherfucking hit, although one of them was a push. So it went 4-0-1, and that really just shows you, line movement is everything. The Arizona game landed on 57. The opener was like 56, 56.5, which is, where I bet it. It closed like 60, so the closer would have been a loser. But for the purpose of my parlay, I had to take 57. It was a push, but 4-0-1, finally got one. Yeah, baby, yeah. Hopefully be able to do it again this week in both NFL and college football. That's our Handicappers Review Show for NFL Week 10, college football Week 11, and we'll do this again next week.